Welcome back to Central News. Now we are back with Regional VP and Workshop Facilitator Triana Newton to talk about the challenge of management across generations in the digital age. Now Triana, you've just run the workshop, How to Win Friends and Influence People in the Digital Age, here in our regions. So tell us about this workshop.
Really 5 themes to this. One is how we can be personally effective using technology, how we can strengthen relationships, communicate more effectively using technology, lead more effectively using technology, and also at the same time see if technology can help us achieve a work-life balance. So all of those themes were points today.
Everything and anything technology.
Yes.
And what reception did you receive from the New Zealand market?
Oh, it's been great. I think the amount of sharing and idea flow back and forth was a great reception. People seem very keen to sort of sort out, how this human interaction works, yet I've got this technology piece to sort through. So, whole range.
And how does digital communication impact different generations?
Well, you have your Gen Y folks that are probably the people born, 1980 and up to now. They are digital natives. This is part of their world. They've known nothing else. You have other generations where this is really new and not necessarily something that's a comfortable method for them. So you've got different reactions based on those generations.
And for the older generations who aren't used to this high amount of technology, how can they get used to it or embrace the digital age?
Well, I think there's some signs out there. The age demographic growing on Facebook, the top one is 55 and above. So these folks are obviously showing that they want to be connected to the digital age as well. So I think there's so much opportunity to learn and pull off training and development on the net and through other means. Jump in and become a lifelong learner and you'll be okay in the digital age.
And what challenges can you face while managing staff from different generations?
Well, you've got, right now, 5 generations in the workforce. All have very different outlooks and work ethics. You've got to find ways to be able to bring those together and leverage the advantages of them. So how can you build teamwork more around that area? How can you make sure that the strengths of a Gen Y and their creativity can be matched with the life skills of your baby boomers and traditionalists? So it's really facilitating that now.
So how could you implement some of these best practices right here in New Zealand?
I don't think New Zealand's going to be any different. You're facing these as well. I know it's a very receptive business community, so I think the first thing is awareness. You've got to be aware that we are going to be facing some of the challenges that the workforce's blending are going to create. You're about to have a very large Gen Y workforce in New Zealand, and they're going to push the boundaries of how work gets done. So awareness is one, willingness to make some changes, and then let's get to action.
And how willing are businesses out there to make the changes, embrace Gen Y, accept the older generations?
Most of our clients, we do find, that is a lot of work we're doing, and you're going to find people are at one end of the continuum or not. They're just beginning to understand this or wondering, why are we having this issue? Haven't really looked at it. Some are really proactive and are saying, how can I make sure this is our competitive advantage? Because there is a real competitive advantage if you have the strength, longevity, and tribal knowledge of your baby boomers and traditionalists matched up against your Gen Y and your Gen X who are creative and progressive. So that is a great advantage to companies. So those that are willing, get some coaching on it and they can make a move.
You'll see the difference. And tell us, what are some of the Dale Carnegie principles and communication strategies that local businesses should consider implementing?
Well, it really depends, I guess, where their business is and what they're trying to accomplish. We call it being brilliant at the basics. There's some things that just even the niceties in our email communication, a stop to say, how's your day going before we launch into the comment, making sure we remove sound bites and become a little bit more vivid in our communication, picking up the phone still, using virtual meetings instead of just a phone call meeting so we can have that personal interaction. Those are all little things companies can do internally and externally, that do make a difference.
Now, a lot of your job is involved with international travel, so tell us some of the success stories you've seen around the world.
One of the things I like about the Dale Carnegie business is the universality, and I think that proves that human nature is not that much different as we go around the world. And as we globalize, I think what's exciting is you start seeing companies who are being very successful in having these sort of multinational, multicultural teams, and they've recognized that people still drive companies. If we can coach and develop those people, we're going to have a real advantage. So some of the companies you see are at the top of the list. You'd recognize the Microsofts and all these other kind of companies. Some of them are really small local companies that have had some great success as well.
Speaking of different size businesses here, you've been with Carnegie for 20 years now, and like we mentioned, travel all over the world, looking after small and large businesses. So what principles remain the same regardless of size?
People, this is a human business, it's human interaction. And if we keep to that simplicity sometimes and remember that how we treat those people, how we engage them and connect them to our business, how we do that with our customers as well, following those principles is going to be an advantage for your multinational, your mid-size, or your small companies. And in some cases, small and mid-sized companies have a bigger advantage because they can move faster.
And now you've mentioned multicultural companies as well. When you throw multicultural in there with different generations and different ages, how does that impact it?
It gives us business for a long period of time because those are all elements we're facing as we globalize. This world is getting much smaller. So you're seeing some of the same things that you would see on the multi-generational side also happen when you put different cultures together. The thing is finding a common platform that everybody can sort of plug into and say, okay, this is not owned by one culture. This is something we can all do business together in this way that we all own and we have shared leadership in. So it's changing some of those thoughts about doing business by a certain country and now saying, hey, this is the global way we do business and operate together.
Thanks so much for being here with us today, Triana.
I really appreciate the time.